to Lynn's Recipes. Today I'm making a cheesecake. This is a cheesecake recipe I've been making for a lot of years and my family really enjoys it. This is a 3-part recipe. We'll do the crust, then the cake, and then we'll have a topping. To make the crust, these are the ingredients you'll need. You'll need 1 1/4 cups of graham cracker crumbs, and I bought them already in the crumb form, but you can also do graham crackers and chop them up in your food processor. You'll need 1/4 cup of sugar and 1/2 stick of butter that has been softened. Now for the cheesecake part, you'll need 2 8-ounce containers of regular cream cheese. You can use reduced fat. I just find that I have a better result if I use the regular. You'll need 2/3 cup of granulated sugar and 4 whole eggs. For the topping, you'll need a 16-ounce regular sour cream, a teaspoon of vanilla, and you'll need 1/2 cup of granulated sugar. And you'll also need a 9-inch springform pan that has been sprayed with cooking spray. So now I'm going to start making the graham cracker crust. To start with, we need to preheat our oven to 375 degrees. And now I'm going to start with the graham cracker crumbs. So there we go with the 1/4 cup in the cup. And here's the sugar. And now we'll put our butter in. And I'm just going to use a fork and try to incorporate all of this together to make the crust. So our crust is all mixed together. So what I'm going to do now is take this and pour it into my springform pan. And then I'm going to take my hand and just spread it out evenly across the bottom and about 1/2 inch up the sides of the pan. Okay, so my crust is all spread out in the pan. This is what it looks like. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and put it in my 375 degree preheated oven for 8 minutes. So our crust is done, and while we let that cool for a few minutes, we're going to go ahead and make our cheesecake filling. I've already put my 2 packages of 8-ounce cream cheese in my mixing bowl, and now I'm just going to cream this together till it's smooth. So now I'm going to add my sugar. And what we do now is add our eggs, and we add 1 at a time and beat between each addition. Okay, this is the second one. Our 3rd one. And our last egg. I'm going to scrape down the sides of this bowl. And continue mixing for a few minutes. everything looks really well incorporated. So now what we're going to do is we're going to pour this into our graham cracker crust. Now, what we're going to do is put this in our 350-degree preheated oven for 30 minutes. Our cheesecake has baked for 30 minutes, and this is what it looks like. And now what we're going to do is make the topping. So we're going to put our 16 ounces of sour cream in a bowl. Our half a cup of sugar and our teaspoon of vanilla. And we're going to stir this. This should be cooling for 10 minutes. So while we're waiting for it to cool just a little bit, we're going to make this and then we'll go on with the rest of the recipe. Okay, this is all mixed together, and I'm going to let the cheesecake part cool for just another few minutes before we put this on top. Cheesecake is cooled for 10 minutes, and now I'm going to finish it up by putting the topping on. So we just spread this evenly over the top of the cheesecake. Okay, that's looking really good. So now the next step is to put it back in our 350-degree oven for 10 more minutes. Our cheesecake is done, and this is what it looks like. And now what I'm going to do is let it completely cool on my counter, and then I'm going to cover it with plastic wrap and put it in my refrigerator for overnight. Our cheesecake is done. It's been in the refrigerator overnight, and this is what it looks like. And now I'm going to put it on a plate and show you how to take it out of the springform pan. So you have this little thing right here that you're going to want to loosen. And carefully bring it up the sides. And there you have the cheesecake. Now it's fine to leave it on your little pan that you made it on in the springform pan, but if you want to transport it somewhere or take it and you don't want to take the bottom of your pan, what you can do is use something like this to slide underneath the cheesecake in between the pan and the graham cracker crust and remove it. So now what I'm going to do is slice a piece of the cheesecake and show you. Just take a knife and slide it through, just like cutting a regular piece of cake. I'm going to take a little pie server and slide it underneath. And lift it out. And this is the praline sauce that we made yesterday, and what I'm going to do is just drizzle a little bit over the top of it. You don't have to do this, or you can serve it with fruit or whatever you like to serve your cheesecake with. But here's our cheesecake. I hope you enjoy it.
Fantastic.